Hey, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's Derek, LGBTQ plus Truck Driver Network. Good. It is a Tuesday evening for those of you here in the East Coast, going on 7 o'clock. Just wanted to jump on, say hello to everybody, see how you guys have been, how your week is going. I'm up here in Ohio for the night. Got to deliver up in Cleveland in the morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Bobby and Ricky are back out on the road today, so that's a good thing. What so what's going on with you guys? Out on the road? You enjoying it? How's your week been? Hopefully the weather's been pretty decent for you guys. So some interesting things. Hopefully you made it through the DOT blitz last week without any problems. So in July we've got DOT brake check coming up. So you'll have to be ready for that. So brake check will be coming up. That'll be coming up here next month. Um, June. Let's look here at the dates. So while I'm looking that up, we are going to do a top bottom show, top bottom reverse. We're going to do a sex show. You guys ready for that? So we're going to get ready and do a sex talk show live. So anybody that wants to join us, it'll be one of the first podcasts we do from the new office in Florida. We're going to have everybody on, see, get a good group together. We're going to start talking, top, bottom, verse. What's your position? What do you like? What's your thoughts on it? So if you want to join us, you can message the page and we'll get you on there. So we're going to start talking about some things. Last time we did, sex after dark. So want to get everybody on there, get your thoughts on it. Are you just into the side piece? Are you just into oral? Are you just a verse? Are you completely a bottom? Are you strictly a top, or are you completely verse? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the discussion. Let's see what you guys are all about. So that'll be something. You can join me and Bobby for that show. I'm not sure who else is going to be on. If you guys want to join us, you're more than welcome to. That'll be a great podcast that we're going to host from the new offices in Florida. So we might even do it. Maybe we'll do it that weekend, Bobby. We're all there together. Could try and get it together. So got some things coming up. We've been talking about the New Braunfels, Texas Pride event coming up. We also have the Texas Truck Show we've been talking about too. So if there's any other Pride events you guys are thinking about, you want to get into, you'd like to see us be at, because we are all strung across the country. Uh, you might not get the whole group. You might only get one or two of us. You might only get one of us, or you might get a whole gang of us, depending on where it is, because we cover just about everywhere. Jess is kind of Southeast, Midwest. Bobby and Ricky are kind of Florida, between Florida and Texas. I'm kind of the East Coast and the Northeast. So we've got a little bit of a range as to where we're going. So we've got Jasmine in Kentucky and Tennessee can reach out down that way. So we can get out. We can do some group talks. We'll get back into that stuff, getting out, talking to some companies, doing some things. So, and also, if you guys work for a company that is LGBTQ friendly, right? Not just friendly, but that is supportive, that is 100% behind you, that supports you, that has your back no matter what, reach out to me and let me know. Let's get them on our vetted list. Let's talk about it. Let's reach out to them. Let's talk about it. Something about our vetted list that you guys might not know is we put them through a process of questions and scenarios. We want to know what's going to happen if a senior driver makes comments to a trans driver that are derogatory and that are not appropriate. We want to know what's going to happen. Are you going to listen to both sides? If there's video camera, are you going to? We want to know, do you have policies in place to help these drivers? And if not, something we can do is we won't rate your policies, but we will put you in guidance and we will help you with them and try to, point you in the right directions. And we can even reach out to some other of our organizations to help your companies put into place some of these policies and give them some resources a little bit to talk to them about. So that's one of the things that we could do. So if you guys have companies that are supportive, that are great, that you guys know, that are awesome with everything, please reach out to me. So you guys can stay completely anonymous. Do not have to bring you up at all. Let me know. Keep you completely anonymous, and I can reach out to them and vet them and get them on our vetted list. Because let's face it, right now in the U.S., there's 15,000 known out LGBTQ drivers, right? And there's an estimated another 10 to 15,000 that are not out. So we respect everybody's privacy in the group. We do. But we are willing to do the work for you and have no problem for it. Hey, Marianne, glad you could jump on. Hey, John, glad you could jump on. Hope you both are having a great night. Glad to see you on here. So, as you guys check out the vetted page, that's one of the things we're working on building. Some of the things that are harder for us are the larger vetting companies. So, it's not as easy trying to get through all the layers. But we try like hell. I get hung up on, get called a few different things during the week, and it always makes it fun. So just keep that in mind. 100% anonymous. I will not discuss you guys at all. I don't want to put you in any way, shape, or form in eyesights of your company or in the crossfire. So we will definitely keep it anonymous and will not let anybody know that where I got the info from or who I got the contacts from. So, this week's been, full of news. President Biden's statement from 2019 got released about truck drivers without a high school education or nothing higher without a diploma or nothing more than a eighth grade education will be out of a job here in 3 to 4 years. Pretty harsh. He's pushing electric trucks, but let's face it, uh, was listening. I don't know if you guys listen to KC on Road Dog on Sirius XM. Sirius XM is a great thing. I listen to Road Dog Trucking all the time on there. Sirius XM channel 146. Um, but let's face it, nobody's got the infrastructure for it. So it's not going to help. So there's no way you can push electronic trucks on anybody right now because nobody's got the infrastructure to run them coast to coast. And they're not meant for long haul, let's face it. So that'll be something to watch. And his comments just make no sense as to what he said because even a self-driving truck still needs somebody in it to run it, maintain it, and to make sure it's still operating safe. So not quite sure where he got that one, but who knows? That all gets blown out of proportion. But of course, that gets released. It's an election year, so all sorts of you know, shit slinging will be happening here coming up the next few months. So it's going to be all against truck drivers. It's going to be LGBTQ community. It's going to be a little bit of everything, and it's going to get ridiculous. So I mean, let me know what you think about it. Um, let's talk about it. What would you like to see in the upcoming election? So it would definitely be something to talk about. That's one of the other things we've been talking about is let's do an election show, right? So let's get some Democrats, let's get some Republicans, let's get some liberals, let's get some people that are neutral on there, and let's talk about that. Let's do that. So you guys want to do a political show? Well, let's get on there and let's do it. But the first one we are going to definitely do is the Sex After Dark show. We definitely got to do that one. Marianne, I do. I really need somebody. I know you saw that you added me on Facebook, which is awesome. Thank you. thank you so much. Um, we can definitely, I'll reach out to you tomorrow and we can talk about that because I could definitely use somebody. Jess, I can see you. Hang on a minute. I'm getting there. I see your camera bouncing around. So I can definitely add you and then we'll talk about it because I could definitely use some help there with the mental health posts. So, Jess, I'm going to add you, but you got to be quiet a minute. Hush it. He's smiling in the background. So, for those of you guys that don't know, this week, the end of last week and this week, you guys see Jess, our social media director, has joined. Has been shitty. You know, it's been a mental health challenge for me. Jess knows it. Bobby's knows it. One of my good friends, I got the phone call Thursday morning, killed himself. So, you know what, Jess, why do you keep disappearing? So, one of the things that I've been trying to figure out this week is how the hell do you deal with it in a truck? So I've been dealing with, it's been a, hang on, I'm trying to add Jess again, but the button doesn't want to work because it keeps coming and going. Typical Jess. You know, but one of the things that
Derek, you disappeared.
I don't know how.
There you go.
So it's been a rough week. Oh, don't worry, John. I have Jess and I've talked. Bobby and I have talked. Um, you know, this is probably something that I'm going to get crucified for saying on here. Um, but I'm one of those few that I identify as a gay Christian. So I actually called my preacher, spoke with him about it. Been talking to my best friend's mom a lot about it this week because it's been rough. None of us saw it, so it's definitely been something to deal with. You know, and thank
Sure.
God for this group. It's a great support system. Bobby and Jess. If it wasn't for the three queens, the three bitches, I don't know what you want to call us. I guess it rotates on a daily basis. But you know, we usually do a daily phone call or two together, and it's been good. You know, if it weren't for those two, believe me, there's some days I just bash my head off the steering wheel and like, yeah, I don't know
I
what.
think we'd all do that.
Yeah, we do. You know, me and Jess talk every morning, and then we wait for Bobby to get up so we can include him in the call. And so, you know, it's great. The group has a great group of people because you make a great, awesome friends in here. So, yeah, John, you know, a lot of people don't admit that in the gay community. You know, a lot of people don't want to talk about religion in that. You know,
What?
everybody has their own different views on it, and I get that. You know, I was born and I was raised up in the Methodist and brethren side of it, and a little bit of Presbyterian too because of my grandmother. So I'm used to it. I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. You know, I you know, have my thoughts, have my personal beliefs. I choose not to push them on anybody, just like I don't choose to push a lot of things on people. But you know, the preacher's been a good thing to turn to this past week. You know, because especially since Jess has been bougie and he is spending his time at the pool this week. Really, Jess? Bobby, if you're on here, he's gonna drown tonight. Uh, Oh, I'm sorry, Bobby. Would you like to join us? I know you're not sitting on your couch bored, but you might be dressed off.
Well, I told him I was on the phone when we realized that you were live, and I said you can join. I said just make sure your camera's facing the road.
Why are you breaking up? You keep freezing.
Probably because I'm right next to the pool.
Excuse me. Bougie. Everybody's at the pool except me. Not even the guy that lives there's at the pool. He's working too. What's wrong with this shit? Uh so
Oh,
so yeah, so we'll be doing the John, that's awesome. So one of my good friends actually plays at a he was an organist down there at a church in Cumberland. You actually probably know him. He's gay. He played down there at a church in Cumberland, and I think it was the Presbyterian church down there. Big pipe organ, big, huge pipe organ is what he played. It's actually what he studied at IUP. So he used to get down there when he would play a lot. The one actually I told you that when I used to go down there a good bit to hang out. So, well, this could be him. I mean, that's not far off either. No, I'm kidding. So
go get a pool. Hello.
yeah,
What
Marianne,
happened?
um, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Let me get with Bobby and everybody, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll see about making you our mental health moderator, and then get you to do it. But yeah, if you want to post mental health posts, go for it, and then you know, for now we can approve them. Believe me, 2 or 3 times a week would be awesome because we need somebody to do it. Especially because I don't know what your schedule's like, but there's days to where my schedule's insane. Jess's schedule, well, he sits in a parking lot, and
I mean,
Bobby
I'm
works.
mine's not really all that insane until next week.
So it gets hard because there's a small group of us that keep everything going. And some days we just throw our hands up in the air and be like, we'll make it work. And we do. We really do. But I swear I'm going to punch you.
I'm
Have
just
a
like
good night,
I know what
John.
you know
Thank
it
you.
looks like, but nobody else does. This water's so nice and warm from the Florida
Hey,
sun.
John, if you're still there, I'll let you know when we're going to do the Sex After Dark talk. So, because we will be looking for people to be on that podcast. We will be talking about it. We will be doing a tops bottoms verse. So I guess what brought this on is somebody mentioned that these younger kids and don't aren't into penetration. They're not into
A
getting
waste of
off.
dick.
So that kind of got us all wondering, like, so if you're a bottom that just doesn't get off and just lays there, it's kind of like having a dead screw. Like, what's the enjoyment? So we kind of want to get some
What? Get
questions.
down.
Like, it seems like it's a lot of the younger crowd because if you're old like me or Bobby, um,
Bitch.
it's more intimate, it's more passionate, it's more about each other, it's more about seeing that each other's happy. It's not seeing that, oh, okay, you got off, we're done, I'm going to roll over and not get off. Like, it kind of just blew our mind when we realized that this was the new thing. Yeah, I don't know, John. It's wild. It really is. I don't understand it. But even when they have sex,
It's
so
wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and go away.
Yeah, the top will get off, and then the bottom doesn't. I don't see a point in that. I don't like. Why do you even? I don't
And
understand.
then you got these guys who, I mean, there's no polite way of saying this. So you've got these guys with these big ass penises that are bottoms, and it's like a waste of dick, and they don't want it touched.
Yeah, these millennials, they just blow my mind. It's just, oh,
I'm gonna have to disconnect, John.
I guess I'm just old. No, I can't guess. I'm getting there.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. No, Derek, you're not old.
Marianne says about your puppy being in the pool. Did you see
She
that?
is.
Can you see the comment?
She's in the pool right now.
Can you see the comments?
I can.
So I did it on my tablet tonight so I can see everything. It's great.
Yeah, this is actually the first time that I've been on here where I'm actually able to go through, but I'm not on here as a host right now, so I'm on here as a guest, so I can see all the comments.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Not sure why.
They're even popping up on the chat. Like
And
yeah,
Pete feeds.
so do I,
Remember,
John. Like
don't pee
there's
in
got
the
to be
pool.
something because so like you get into all these different things, right? So you get into all these I don't know, I guess you want to call it the alphabet soup and all these different just what the hell do you call them? What's a pronouns and now I don't even know what the hell you can call them now. That's how old I am.
Come
Non-binary
on,
and
go here.
this and that and I don't understand it, right? Um, I know I go more by like a demisexual because so I could fall in love with someone, man or a woman, because I identify as bi, but there has to be an emotional connection. There has to be. If there's not an emotional connection, then yeah, like there's no interest, no interest. Like it's just not going to work. Um,
Look, there's proof right there. Jess, you're not old. You're young. Proof, finally. Thank you. Thank you so much.
well, those clouds are looking really nice out there, Marianne.
Ah.
Marianne, we're gonna take Jess to this thing. So it's this spa where you put people in it, and they
Oh,
got
shut
fish to
up.
eat off the dead skin off your body. So we're gonna do that while we're in
It's gonna take
Florida.
20 years off my life.
Oh, hey, by the way, I rented a Jeep Wrangler, a 4-door for that weekend. I did that this evening while I was sitting here.
You did what?
I rented a 4-door Jeep Wrangler.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the top will come off, so your hair could breeze in the wind, girl.
Oh my God. Have you seen my hair?
Yeah, it's thinning out. Look at the front.
Shut up.
Girl, you better put the hat back on. That airplane out back's gonna land.
Shut up, asshole. You're a dick.
Just they're gonna think Bobby's got a runway in his backyard now.
They'll be like, oh, it's one of those houses.
They're gonna be like, "Ooh, he is bougie." So, what else we got going on this week, guys? So we've got a couple more introductions. We're gonna do Vivian's introduction to the group. I'm trying to do 2 a week, so I don't run out of people, but
You want
I'm
to get
running
in?
out of people. I am Marianne. I am mid 40s, almost mid 40s. Um, but we are going to do introduction to Vivian. She's one of our moderators. She is one of our transgender moderators. Vivian's pretty cool.
Say hi, Derek.
Vivian drives over the road. She is I
She's
could say,
expedite.
yeah, she's an expedited door swinger. I could say because I'm a flatbatter. She's a door swinger like just about everybody else in the group. Um, but we'll do her introduction this week. I might actually put that together tonight because it is pretty early yet. And I actually don't have to be up till 5 tomorrow morning because I'm right down the road from my mill I deliver at. So maybe I'll do her introduction either tonight or tomorrow night. And then I want to get tabs done. I got to text her and see if she could give me her stuff so we could do tabs. So yeah, but it'll be interesting. So when's the author on, Jess?
This Friday, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing it on Friday this week because we're working around his schedule. And so he's the author of now 2 books about a truck driver. And he's actually himself in the process of getting his CDL. His father was a truck driver for years and years, and he's finally decided to do it himself. So he just sent in his medical certificate to the state where he lives. And so he's in the process of getting trained and everything else like that. And then, of course, we have Victoria King, who she's a friend of ours. She's doing the same exact thing up in Kentucky. So um, we might be doing some like video diary stuff with one or both of them, and so we can see how it goes nowadays compared to the old days when we did it. So I mean, I did it 8 years ago. Derek did it, decades ago. Um, so
Decades ago. Yeah,
I'm not lying.
2 decades ago, I did my training. That's been longer than it's been almost 2.5 decades. Whoa.
I was being nice.
God, no wonder I'm ready to get out of the truck.
I think after I get off here, I'm gonna pop into the pool completely and take a nice little swim. Oh,
Well, don't worry, I checked. Your insurance policies are paid both by me and Bobby, so things are
okay, good,
good.
good.
Is Ashley working?
Knowing my fat ass, I'll slip and fall on a damn step and trying to climb into it. Where did your collar go?
Marianne, what kind of bike do you have? We ought to get Marianne sometime and do harmonica with her. Because she's got a pretty interesting story. So maybe we should try
She
to get her
does.
on.
I've talked to Marianne a few times.
Yeah, we should try to get her on to do a podcast too. 'Cause she's
That
got a
was it was
story.
funny. I was on the phone with Bobby, and all of a sudden, this popped up, and I said, "Look, you're multi-talented." I said, "You can drive, talk to me, and be live at the same damn time."
Hey, I said I was gonna start trying to do it weekly, so why not?
Oh,
You
look,
know,
she drives a trike.
everybody. That's pretty awesome. You know what's Marianne is I bought a Harley last summer, and every weekend I'm home, the weather it just rains. So I've had it out I think twice so far this year. It's been horrible.
Maybe you should ride it instead of flying. You should ride it down here.
Okay,
What?
I can
It's like
fly
they're
down there
they're like
cheaper than even riding the
look
bike.
for our community. They're like babe magnets. I mean, hello.
I can't take you some days.
What would you do without me in your life?
So yeah. So maybe that weekend we're all together. We'll do that sex after dark talk since the three of us will be there, and then we can get. That way we have room for more guests.
Oh, and Bobby should have the lights up out here over the pool by that time, and we'll just host it from out here by the pool.
And then we could, and then we'll do the political show. So anybody, send us messages. Email the page, just on the Facebook page, the Instagram page. That's what we get most of our messages. Send us a message or the emails posted there. If you want to join our podcast, if you are a Democrat, a Republican, a liberal, non-identifying, an independent, send us because we're going to do a political uh,
We want
podcast
people that absolutely love Trump and who are gay,
Yeah,
and we also want people who are completely against him. We want people, and it's not just him, but Joe Biden, anybody that you can think of. I mean,
yeah. We
but
want to
here's
hear
the
your
thing.
opinion.
Here's the rules. There's no harassment, no bullying, no judgments. That kind of thing. But okay, sorry, I heard
No,
something.
it's just going to be a friendly fire debate show. Everybody has the right to agree to disagree. Everybody has a right to their own thoughts, their own beliefs, their own views. Uh, we just want to hear everybody's, right? Like, what's your thought on Trump? What's your thought on Biden? What's your thought on the economy? And it's not to divide the group. It's not to divide individuals, not to pit people together. It's just we want to hear your own individual views. And
I
we
mean,
just
we
thought
got
in an
we got
election
a
year, it'd be
debate
great.
coming up next month, and it was revealed today that RFK Jr. will be there as well. So we just want people to give out their opinions of it because it is one an election year, and two, there's so many people that think that there are not gay Republicans,
And
and
there
there's
really
a
are.
lot.
There really are. I
Yeah.
mean, oh, is this a road we want to travel down right now, Jess?
Hmm. I mean, I'm a registered independent, and I'm one of those people that if I like who it is and I like their views, I'll vote for that person. You know, I'm not Democrat nor am I Republican. I just vote on who I think is going to do the better job. Have I voted wrong before? Yeah, I have. In my own opinion, I think I have. But you know, that's just it is what it is. But there's a lot of people out here that they look at a gay person and they're like, oh, they're a liberal. Why would you think that just because they're gay? It makes no sense. So we want to prove to people that there's a, and you don't have to be gay. You don't have, you can be an ally. It doesn't matter anything like that. But it's like a stereotype thing that even amongst our own community, they think, oh well, you're gay, so you have to be a Democrat and liberal. No, you don't. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, Marianne. That's crazy. Believe me, I wish I could get at least that every day. Or I wish I could get that in a weekend. But
I
hopefully
wish
next
I could
weekend
look.
will
I
come.
wish I could walk that many miles in a year.
Yeah, I mean, granted, that'd be nice. So, yeah, we'll do that show coming up. And then we're going to do Sex After Dark Part 2, which will be fun.
Which in that situation, it's not just gay men we want to talk to.
No.
We want our lesbian community and everything else like that. Bi, trans. There's a lot of things people don't understand, or it's the whole. We've done one of these shows before, and it was highly successful, and it was actually very educational. Nice butt, Derek. And so it was like we had trans individuals and stuff. Like, it was very educational as well. So
Good Lord, Marianne.
we're gonna let everybody know that is tea that he is drinking because we're pretty sure his bloodstream is tea.
Yeah, it's iced tea. It's definitely iced tea. So, yeah, we'll do the Sex After Dark Part 2. And then see where everybody stands on that. So message Facebook, message Instagram, because that's the one we get the most. And that
Yeah.
actually comes direct to all our phones. So any of the moderators or admin gets that. So we will see those messages, and then if you want to be on one of these shows, join us. You know, it'll be fun. You know, we can get you on there. Um, it'll be a blast. You know, it's always good getting new people on there and meeting people in the group. So I'm trying to think what else we have coming up there, big guy.
Uh, I am working. I started working on it today since I've got so much freaking free time this week. Um, We've been working with the AWTA, which is the African American Women's Trucking Association, and it's one of the associations and organizations we work with when we do things. So every month they have a guest speaker, and I'm actually trying to get Bobby on as one of their guest speakers, probably either next month or the month after. So I started working on that today. Um, Also, I don't know exactly everything you talked about in the beginning, so if I reiterate something, I apologize. Um, Obviously we went private, and so everyone who's worried about the spam and stuff like that, it is dying down. If you see spam, you know it's spam. You can't delete it. Please report it so we can
Yep.
get rid of it. And
Now, let me jump in there real quick.
yeah,
So the group page went private because so we have a couple different things, right? We've got our group page, we have our business page. So the group page went private. The business page is not private. So you can still look at the business page and see everything that we post because everything we post goes to both pages. So don't
right.
think you're going to be left out if you don't. Thought it was a good idea putting the window down. So don't be think you're going to be left out or miss an event because you're not a part of the group page if you can't like it or can't become a member because you're worried about family or friends, your employer or something. We still post to the business page. So you guys can still see that.
And also for the group page, if you're referring anyone to become a member of the group, they now have to answer questions, and we really do prefer them to answer the questions. Otherwise, usually they will get overlooked. Um, I don't think I'm missing anything else.
No, so podcast, any podcast you want to see can be checked out on any of our social media.
Yep.
You can go back through YouTube, click under social, under our lives. You can search our group name. You can find them there. They are so on our Facebook page. They're kind of scattered out in amidst the
Yeah.
post, so you can find them on there. But they're easier to find on YouTube. You can go into the lives and find them there. You can find them on our Twitter, our Instagram, Spotify.
Now we haven't been uploading much to the other podcasts like profiles and stuff because they've been intermittent and stuff from other phones and tablets and stuff like that. And obviously, Bobby just moved into this house, so he hasn't gotten the office set up yet. So that's why you see it in like these different like profile frames and stuff. It looks a little different. But I don't know when the last time Bobby did a podcast. He's doing this week's podcast. So just so you know, he hasn't disappeared. He's still out there. He really is. He's being a pain in the ass, but he's still there.
He's just
Um
he's trucking.
he's
He is.
trucking, and he's yeah. Oh man, I tell you what, this is so relaxing out here. You would don't even know. You should wish you were here. Yeah.
um, what else is coming up? So Pittsburgh Pride's coming up. So you guys want to come up? There's Pittsburgh Pride coming up. Columbus Pride, Columbus, Ohio is June 15th. That's Saturday. Pittsburgh Pride is the first weekend in Pittsburgh. If anybody's in that area, that'll be
Ashtabula
going
Pride
on.
is June 15th.
Yep, that'll be going on. You'll have to check out their page because they did move it from downtown to a park. So you
I
have
think
to
it's
check out
over
their
on
page
Walnut Street now, if I remember right.
it's what?
I think they moved it to from a park down to Walnut Street or something like that. I don't know. I just noticed something about walnuts.
Shock.
Shut your mouth. You know, this whole entire time we're sitting here talking about the sex show, and all I'm doing is sitting here looking at Bobby's statue of David with his little winky.
So, for those of you who are going to tune into the sex show, I want you all to go to look up cum pearls. Those of you who are going to watch the sex show, because this is something we're going to talk about, go look up cum pearls.
If you're
I
easily
couldn't believe
embarrassed,
it.
don't watch this show.
I couldn't believe it. I was dumbfounded by what the stories I heard today. So, we're not going to discuss it now. We're not talking about it. But go look up cum pearls,
Oh my god.
and we'll be discussing it during that show. Yeah, if you blush or get embarrassed, um, watch it. Watch that podcast in private because
Yeah.
we get pretty raunchy. I
It
mean,
it covers everything. You know what happens on the road stays on the road.
yeah,
Sexual positions, sexual desires, toys that we've used and still do. Yeah, we ain't shy.
yeah, we talk about everything. I mean, we just do.
Um, we do.
So, yeah, hopefully the weather's decent where everybody's at. We're not even talking about Jess and his weather because I'll just shut his screen off right now.
Ah!
Um, hopefully you guys are safe. I know they had some tornadoes down in Oklahoma again yesterday. One of my good friends lives down there. So they had tornadoes going on. So that had him worried because his house got hit, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh,
So that
the tornadoes in Michigan where my dad lives yesterday.
yeah, this weather's goofy. It's like
Yeah.
tornadoes are moving where they don't belong. It doesn't make sense.
What was that? Don't side eye me.
So, but yeah, so you guys need anything, reach out to us. We're always available. Like I said, the messages come direct to us. You know, as soon as you send a message, our phones ding and it bounces to all of us. So we get them. If you want to reach out to us individually, you can reach out to myself, Jess, Bobby. You can reach out to us on any of our personal Facebook pages through Messenger. So feel free to. And then, yeah, we
Oh,
are
really?
glad.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off here, let you finish this out, and I'm gonna take a little dip in the pool. Love you, Derek.
Oh my God, I can't take you right now. Really can't.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I just hit a button.
You hit a button.
I'm trying to figure it out on my
Wrong button.
tablet because so half the screen is me and you, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's comments, but then the other half of the quarter of the screen.
So
Well,
the little paintbrush board thing, that's your design where you can change any of this.
yeah.
And
Well, I'm trying to figure that out on my tablet. Like I had it all figured out on my phone finally. Couldn't figure it out on my tablet because I could see it all at once.
right. Yep, that's right.
I'd tell you to use your tablet, but
I don't have one. The last one I had, I sat on and turned it into a letter C. which was pretty good for a $1,200 tablet.
Lord. All right, everyone. I'm kicking Jess off here. Jess, have fun in the poll.
Bye, guys.
So again, anybody wants to join us, you are more than welcome to. Any of our events, you are welcome to join us. Don't forget to like the pages, like the podcast. We will be here on Friday at 6 Eastern, 5 Central for the podcast with our future trucker and our author debuting his second book. Marianne, everybody, thanks for joining us. Marianne, I'll reach out to you tomorrow about doing some mental health stuff on the page. Uh, Drivers, you all be safe. Keep the rubber on the ground tonight. Rest of the week, get home safe to your family and friends, your loved ones. Everyone, I thank you for joining me. Have a great night. It's Derek with LGBTQ Truck Driver Network.